Welcome everybody to this ACW and IBACS graduation ceremony. I would like you to stand up and welcome our graduates in. Thank you. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, dear students, dear family, dear friends of our students, dear audience at home. On behalf of the Arts and Culture Studies staff, I wish you a warm welcome to this graduation ceremony. As students know, these ceremonies are important. You know, students had Durkheim talking about the rituals, and these rituals mark an end of an era. We'll talk about this in a minute a bit more. What we will do today during the ceremony is we hand out diplomas to our bachelor graduates, Algemene Cultuurwetenschappen ACW, and the International Bachelor of Arts and Culture Studies, IBACS. We are thrilled to have you here in one of the nicest and best lit rooms in the department, in the campus, I would say. My name is Pauke Berkes. I'm Professor of Sociology of Popular Music, as well as Head of Department of the Arts and Culture Studies. Students today receive their diploma because they've successfully completed a 3-year bachelor program, which brings them a valuable qualification. They can use this diploma to enter the labor market, but also enables them to continue the educational career through many master and pre-master programs, here at this university or elsewhere. And we'll see in the slides that will follow during the ceremony already the future plans of the students are mentioned, so you see where our students will likely go. A bachelor diploma can help develop yourself into many different directions. When I was a student back in the 1990s, we still had a doctoral system. We would receive our so-called propedeuse, or propedeutics, after year 1, and our doctoral diploma after 4 years, or 5, or 6, or, well. Propedeutics originally is a Greek term that sounds very official, important, and perhaps more intellectual than bachelor. But it translates into rather modest terms like prior education or preliminary program. That's what I got after 1 year, and there was no reason for elaborate celebration. Today we have something even less festive at the end of our first bachelor year, which is called the binding study advice. It's a sort of a go, no-go moment when students hear whether they have achieved enough credits in the first year to be allowed to continue in the second year. And when I say enough, I mean all credits. All Bachelor 1 courses need to be finished successfully in order to be allowed to move on. So all students here passed this hurdle. Through the binding study advice, we hope to guarantee that those students who enter in year 2 start with a clean slate and can move on without having to retake any missed courses from year 1. It helps students to get their bachelor diploma within 3 years. We realize that in this way we ask a lot from our students. That is why we also give a lot to make it possible to be successful. Our teaching is relatively small scale, with tutorial groups or seminars alongside large-scale lectures. We thus strive very much to stay in close contact with our students and make sure they receive the support whenever they need it. Today, getting your bachelor diploma is the first celebratory moment in academic education. And while bachelor may sound less smart or respectable than propaedeutic, it's not just a fancy English term either. Its honorable roots of the word bachelor go all the way back to the Latin word baccalaureus, first used in the 9th century. Initially, the term baccalaureus, according to Wikipedia, meant a person from noble or affluent descent with a social status that is neither very high nor the lowest. See, that's what I call an achievement. As this status mostly referred to young people, it's still used today to refer to unmarried people. In the 13th century, it came to indicate those having obtained the lowest university degree, baccalaureates, a combination of bachelor and laureate, which means prize winner. And soon the term in its academic meaning will refer to the present of what we refer to students here. Not the highest, but certainly not the lowest one can achieve. I admit that this definition doesn't do justice to our students. In fact, obtaining your bachelor diploma requires hard work. And that is why we and you should be proud today. This afternoon, we hand out more than 50 diplomas to students. A big day for you, but also for us, the teaching support sitting over there, and in that corner over there, of our program. Handing out the diplomas will be done by Naomi Oosterman, also our bachelor coordinator, bachelor thesis coordinator, and we will do it that our staff handed in several quotes which refer to you, and I'm just a hired gun to basically read out those quotes. We'll start in a minute by doing the first batch of diplomas. Then we have a student talk, another group of diplomas, then the Ton Bevers Prize of Best Bachelor Thesis, and then we move on to the congratulations and the photo moments. I referred to this already. In addition to diplomas, we will give something to one of the students, and for the 9th time in history, we will hand out the Ton Bevers Prize for Best Bachelor Thesis. Ton will not be here today, he caught COVID. He's a bit of a late arrival, a late adopter in the COVID virus catching business, but it's a bit sad. So we have a Koen. I mean, he's starting to look more and more like Ton every day. He will take the honors of handing out that diploma. So I think without further ado, I think we're ready to start. And you will see that I will push the spacebar, then a different slide pops up with a name of the student. I will read the quote, but there's also lots of cool information of the student, their favorite course, what they're going to do next, these kinds of things. But of course I cannot read everything, I'm only hired to read the quote, but I'm sure you can read while I talk. All right, so without further ado, I would like to ask the first group of students to move to the front, and we can give a round of applause. Part 1. Emmy. Emmy in 3 words: patient, positive, perseverant. Congratulations, Emmy. Continue to trust yourself in the face of adversity, and you'll always emerge successful. Thank you. Rituals going slightly wrong is always, good for laughter. Sarah, with your polite manners, ability to listen, and willingness to commit, I'm sure you can go anywhere. Congratulations, Sarah. Julia is a determined and hardworking student. I wish you all the best in future endeavors. It's always interesting also to look at the variety of thesis students write and how contemporary these sometimes are. Ania. Ania is visibly committed to do well in her academic pursuits and showed passion for an increasingly contemporary topic. Can digital and physical documentary film festivals coexist? Alexa. For her, 10 minutes long meetings every other week seemed almost too long to solve intricate thesis questions. Wow, 10 minutes, that's pretty short. To the most efficient and organized student, congratulations, Alexa. Kim. Kim managed to produce an intriguing, novel, and eloquent piece of research that focused on systemic oppression in art institutions and contemporary forms of institutional critique. I was just pondering over ACW in one word, a ride, what kind of ride it was. I was a bit like, it could be a good ride, bad ride, bumpy ride. Anyways. Tui. Female game characters created with a huge male gaze, but how do female gamers respond? My compliments for your nicely analyzed interviews. Meliange. Meliange is a determined researcher with a clear interest in critical thinking, which is discernible in her attempt to understand how artists, especially black women, are coming up with strategies of resistance. So you notice I'm only reading the first name. That's both to reflect this like low-key way how we deal with each other in the department, but also my inability to pronounce some of these names. My apologies for this. Lena. Lena, you're a smart and creative student who is not afraid to follow her own path. You did great in the Bachelor graduation project. Congratulations. Bureaucracy. Okay. Could be a good thing if you're a Webarian. Catherine, deregulation, re-regulation, and post-regulation. It was hard to get night mayors to talk, but once you did, you got into the nitty-gritty of modern governance. A lack of coherence, coordination, and research. Governing the night. You're only now starting to make sense of it, and this thesis paves the way. Congratulations. Patrick. Having known him for a long time, one can only spend good words on how engaged and committed as a student and polite as a person Patrick is. Thank you, Patrick. It's great to work. Thank you, Patrick. It's great to work with people like you. And of course, congratulations. I like the title of that minor, Finance for Non-Financials. Should look into that and follow it myself. So, Barbara, with her delicious personality, she makes working together smooth and pleasant. Add a spoonful of great writing skills and a delightful result is guaranteed. Congratulations, Barbs. It was lovely to work with you. Rita, at times you felt insecure about your work, and it turned out that it was completely unnecessary. I enjoyed supervising you. You're kind and persistent. Avi. Avi researched the strategies and challenges of Dutch theaters in rural areas, managing to get good insights on how theaters are managed. Congratulations. Yamire. Yamire, you're a smart and creative student that was very dedicated to everything you did. You can be proud of what you achieved. Congratulations. Marjolein. Marjolein discovered that reflection and seeking new experiences were encouraged during the corona pandemic. This was all the more true for herself, as she worked very hard as a dual degree student to create an original and thought-provoking thesis. Maybe a small side note, so the dual degree, RASL, stands for Rotterdam Arts and Sciences Lab, where students both do a bachelor program with us, but also do either a bachelor at Codarts or Willem de Koning Academy. So they becoming artists, but also know more about the art world. Famke. Famke has a very contemporary, cutting-edge take on a relevant subject nowadays, 3D fashion. Always well prepared, always original, and critical in her mindset. Well done overall. Arisa. Extremely proud of achieving such a wonderful research project. Clever and meticulous results. Best luck in the future. I was just thinking I hadn't forgot to push the spacebar yet, but that's the moment when you forget about this. Brittany. Brittany in 3 words. I do wonder if it's the same supervisor as the first one, but never mind. Brittany in 3 words. Dedicated, contemplative, inquisitive. Congratulations, Brittany. Wait for it. Continue to push yourself and explore the unknown. Wish you the best for all your upcoming endeavors. Vanya. Vanya was very independent, creative, and committed. She wrote an interesting and well-written paper on how artists manifested circular values in the creative processes. Congratulations. Nilou. Nilou studied the profile choice process at Montessori and Technasium schools. She was very enthusiastic about the topic and committed to this project. Congratulations. Marina. Marina combined her personal interest in anime with her academic interest in tourism and media studies, and the outcome is a highly original and creative study that she executed meticulously. Congrats, Marina. Time to celebrate. Again, I'm always surprised with the variety of the topics. We had fashion, we had museums, we have anime, and it's such a a richness of cultural expressions that our students study. Amazing. Lara. Very promising, intelligent, and diligent student. I expect a glorious future as a researcher. Amira, it doesn't happen very often while reading thesis that you swallow your tears, but it happens. For example, when a thesis is full of empathy and it conveys that physical spaces for queer togetherness during the pandemic transformed into symbolic spaces that uphold our communal ethics of care. Marijn. Flexible, interested, and meticulous students with incredible stamina. Best of luck in your future, Marijn. Tasha. Tasha is not only an exceptionally smart person, she also has a beautiful and generous heart. I'm honored to have met her, and I wish her only the best for the future. Hannah. Hannah in 3 words. Witty, creative, pathbreaker. Congratulations, Hannah. Trust your instincts, stay curious about the world, and keep flourishing in everything you do. KD. KD pursued a creative and meaningful thesis project that combined her interest, music festivals, with an important social issue, diversity. I enjoyed her ideas and enthusiasm. So, next up we have a student presentation by Amira.
Yes, thank you. Can you hear me? Okay, yeah. Well, that was actually an inside joke. I used to say that during the online Zoom meetings, and online during the pandemic. And it was this thing I used to say whenever I wouldn't pay attention and the teacher would pick me to answer the question. You know, when you just go for a quick coffee or check your email for 1 minute, maybe more than 1 minute. I was never scrolling through social media, never. Well, at least it was better for me than staring at a screen of 40 other students scrolling through their social media. So when the teacher would ask me to pick me to answer the question, and I wouldn't pay attention, then unmuting myself and asking, "Can you hear me?" would win me 2 seconds to come up with a political correct answer that was abstract enough to answer the question, but not really answer the question. Just as this speech feels a little bit politically correct, because we've all been through these challenges and we made it, Corona, blah, blah, lockdown, we know that. What we all know is that our biggest accomplishment was finding the Control F button during the exams. But there's no shame in that. All jokes aside, I'm very proud of these next generation cultural professionals. It has been a really tough few years, and it required a lot of flexibility, personal reflections, and resourcefulness. The teachers have been supporting me in my professional and study career. It was really challenging to combine both, so I'm very grateful for that. A bit emotional, shaky. Thank you. I've been doing the honors program and studied from morning till late night with my study gang. Shout out to you as well. Sometimes even overnight, maybe a few more nights. Of course, thanks to my family and loved ones, my mother and grandmother and auntie, who sacrificed a lot to come to the Netherlands to ensure we would get the future we deserved. They gave us the love and support we needed and always put us first. As the role models that they are, they showed me that no matter what society and life takes away from you, there are 2 things nobody can take away from you. And that is the source of knowledge, your source of knowledge, and unconditional love. I'm thankful for everybody else who showed love and support, especially those who picked up the phone when I had my mental breakdowns during the exams. So today, on this stage, I'm not only celebrating my own accomplishment, but also theirs and yours. I would like to cite a quote by Nora Ephron. It says, "Your education is a dress rehearsal for a life that is yours to lead." These years brought me knowledge and a vision, but mostly a mission. I came with the thought that this study would be the intellectual development needed for me to meet a bright future, to level up what I was already doing. It actually took away my naivety about institutional structures of racism, reconstructed through cultural institutions, cultural policy, and educational systems. It was a very unfulfilling moment for me to realize that I was finished and graduated, because what's next? As it was unfulfilling to be silenced and ignored when addressing points of improvement on diversity and inclusion. So today I'm asking you as well to unmute yourself. This study gave us the vocabulary to recognize and name societal issues and how to put them in perspective through arts and culture. But words are not more than thoughts when it's not said out loud. We are all talented professionals with hopes and dreams. At the end of the day, we want to feel safe in a world structured by our own words, actions and belief. And what is a speech without a quote of Malcolm X? Right. Education is our passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to the people who prepare for it today. My time at the university and with all of you reminded me that there's no power in hiding. Claim your space and let your words and thoughts open a pathway of knowledge and inspiration to start a conversation. So today, when you walk out the door, the world will ask you, "Can you hear me?" It's time to turn your thoughts into words and words into action. It's time to unmute yourself and speak up, to be loud, clear, and courageous. So as long as you can hear me, I will not stop talking. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. It was a really amazing speech. And I think it also shows that we study arts and culture, but we always fully engage with society. You also saw that in the thesis from the students. They talk about diversity in arts and culture, they talk about sustainability, they talk about digital change, all like challenges we face as a society or societies in the plural. Let's continue with part 2 of the diploma ceremony. Okay. You have to have a bit of a longer walk to the dot, but you know, we put that in the timetable extra time. Benedetta. Benedetta has not only coped well with feedback, but she also managed to take it a level further. As a result, she produced a fun-to-read and equally fun research thesis. And a small note, she gets a cum laude for her bachelor program. Chris. A wonderful thesis, a clear insider's perspective, compellingly showing it's not only men making a scene anymore, the times are a-changing, to paraphrase Bob Dylan, I assume, in Rotterdam's gloomy, dingy industrial niche clubs where programmers push boundaries and are at the forefront of cultural innovation. Denzel, your curiosity, calmness, and critical thinking can take you anywhere. What? Let me restart. Denzel, your curiosity, calmness, and critical thinking can take you anywhere. Congratulations on this accomplishment, Denzel. Working with you was enriching and also a cum laude. Amira, canceling is one thing, but how does one get uncancelled? My compliments for how you use theories on redemption in your interviews. Congratulations. Marina. Marina in 3 words. Thoughtful, passionate, imaginative. Congratulations, Marina. Keep believing in yourself and never be afraid to take chances. All the very best. Alexandra. Alexandra's perseverance and attention to detail have been impressive since the first day of the thesis writing process. And her passion for art markets in the Slovakian context has guaranteed a very successful piece of work. Congratulations. Babette. Babette was a very motivated student. She wrote a good thesis on how young adults experience online consumption of live music during the pandemic. Congratulations. And you also see the variety in the internships students do. This is a booking agency, but we saw like curation houses and things like that. And we find it important that students do an internship also to increase the chances on an obviously competitive labor market. Amber, although you could not consistently focus on your thesis, you managed to produce an interesting and feminist paper. Your knowledge of intersectionality is truly praiseworthy. Fiona was a very thorough and hard-working in her thesis, exploring the relationship between the symbolical consumption of popular music and online media platforms. Congratulations. I'm just checking the picture with who's there, so I'm sure I don't make mistakes there. Sienna, your research topic was timely and interesting. You managed to incorporate several important theories. Sometimes there were misunderstandings due to bad internet connections, but you pulled through. Yilda. Hardworking and always ready for a challenge, Yilda sought to produce a hands-on thesis with an immediate and valuable contribution. How Dutch cultural subsidies influence culture organizations and their strategies. Congratulations. Merel. Merel is a very determined and confident person who exactly knows what she wants. No doubts that she will achieve all the goals she has in life. Joyce. Beste Joyce, ineens krijgt alles ziender ogen zin. Zie daar, zet door. Dit is pas het begin. Stijn de Pape. Van harte gefeliciteerd. Samuel, you always had some hip-hop news to share, which reflected your enthusiasm. Your analysis on masculinity were insightful and valuable. My compliments. Now I do wonder what the latest hip-hop news is, but we can ask him at the drink. Charlotte, the one who wrote about bad 90s jokes. How do fans of Friends, difficult one, fans of Friends, reflect on the sitcom they still love? You found it out nicely. Congratulations. Fozan, I admire your knowledge of hip-hop. You're flexible as you need to change topic, driven and a quick learner. Stay hip-hop. That must be Kim, that... Aaron, with your potential and ability to multitask between 5,848,915 jobs, I'm excited to see great things that the future awaits for you. Congrats. We'll find out who wrote down this number because it has to report at my office. Joking. Nadine. Always curious, always eager to learn, working hard, achieving excellence, exclamation mark. Nadine wrote a relevant thesis about how sociocultural factors underlying obesity awarded with a high deserved fat grade. ACW in one word, bourdieu. I like that. That's cool. Akiri. Meticulous and punctual students with a very clear idea of what to research, not afraid to ask critical questions. Congratulations, Aki. No escaping the photo moment. Robin. Robin knew from the very first meeting what she wanted to study. Diligent, independent, and systematic in her approach, Robin meticulously attempted to reclaim neo-impressionism as a movement of political critique. Congratulations. Charlotte, Despite initially getting lost in the maze of research questions, Charlotte demonstrated an astonishing level of determination, sharpness, and a clear sense of orientation when it comes to research and writing. Congratulations. I'm curious what ironic fashion is. I would be very interested in this myself. Chantal, you're smart, friendly, always well prepared, and have written a great thesis on the representation of autism in TV series. Congratulations on this major achievement. Great title, by the way, of the thesis. Love on the Spectrum. Sanne. Sanne has displayed original thinking in her innovative thesis that draws from her artistic practice and personal experience. Self-portraiture as a means of self-representation and of meaning-making. Well done. Rebecca, you were intelligent and empathetic and have written a fascinating thesis of a beloved role-playing game. Congratulations on a great achievement. Andrea. Dear Andrea, many congratulations. May sunshine light your ways and never forget, be kind to yourself. And the best is always yet to come. Congratulations. Daria, intelligent, hardworking, and promising student with a bright future ahead of her, I'm sure. Best of luck in your Icelandic adventures. Denise. Denise rocks, exclamation mark. 2 bachelor degrees, ACS and public administration in only 4 years. That's a major achievement. Up for the MA in management at RSM. Soon she will be Businesswoman of the Year. Congratulations. We're coming to the end. The last one. Lorenzo, I enjoyed supervising you because your energy and your critical questions that have resulted in a great bachelor thesis. Congratulations on your graduation. I see Naomi is already sneaking out. But a big round of applause for Naomi for handing out the diploma. But mostly because she's amazing Bachelor thesis coordinator, but I think it's called Bachelor graduation project. Thank you, Naomi. So now we have the replacement of Ton Bevers. Maybe also a little background. Ton Bevers was a rather, former professor in our school. He's now emeritus. I once took over a course from him, Sociology, Culture and Modernity, which some of you have did with me or some of my colleagues. And I remember him he asked me once, so I did the course one time, and then I met him in the hallway and I asked him like, hey, Ton, or he asked me like, how is the course going? I said, yeah, it's pretty tough, it's hardcore theory, things like that. And he said, yeah, I can imagine. I've actually read everything by Simmel, I've read everything by Adorno. It's like, oh my God, how is that possible? But actually, in this case, I believe him. He probably has read everything, and probably also in German. So these are big shoes to step in.
Okay. I'll try. I guess I won the lookalike contest for Ton Bevers. Maybe this works, but I'm not going to do that all the time. When we grow older, we all become these, same type of cute, adorable professors. I'm not there yet, but I'm hoping to get there as well. Ton Bevers, I will just read out the jury report for the best bachelor thesis. Today, for the 9th time, the Department of Arts and Cultural Studies will grant the annual prize for the best bachelor thesis. By awarding this prize, the department aims to stimulate academic excellence, enthusiasm, and creativity. Only students whose thesis has been graded with an 8 or higher can be nominated for this prize. 7 bachelor theses were nominated this year for the prize, and all these works have been carried out thoroughly, and they mirror the great efforts as well as the intellectual and inspirational growth of our students. In random order, or actually alphabetic order, of their names, I will mention the nominees and the title of their thesis. The 7 nominees are, it says drum roll, I probably should not say that, but do it, right? Drum roll, thank you very much. Number 1, Anna Georgiou. Title is Expectations, Potential and Hope for the Cultural Scenes of Cluj-Napoca. Right. Nominee number 2, Eric Gonzalez, The Platform Economy, a study of coordination and realization of values in the live music industry. Number 3 is Lara de Porter, Decolonizing Ethnographic Museums in the Netherlands. Then we have Fabian Schlott, Superstar Creative Producers on Social Live Streaming Services, the case of Twitch.tv. Next, Elena Peneva, Adopting the Modern Yet Fighting Change, the case of Chalga and folklore in Bulgaria. Alina Tomescu, the critical discourse analysis of media discourses about nightlife during the COVID-19 lockdowns in the Netherlands. And finally, Marina Rotari, More Than Cherry Blossoms, a semiotic analysis of destination image of Japan in anime. The 2 members of the jury, Professor Pauke Berkers and myself, have evaluated the bachelor, that is Ton Bevers obviously, they have evaluated the bachelor thesis based on the following criteria: scientific relevance as well as significance for the field of arts and culture, theoretical excellence and methodological rigor, and innovative thinking and creative writing skills. The 7 theses have already been evaluated by the supervisors with a high final grade. It was the jury's task to continue one more step and assign one thesis as the best. Needless to say, that this was not an easy task, because all 7 theses are well suited for what the Arts and Culture program at the Erasmus University Rotterdam aims to achieve with its curriculum. According to one of the jury members, the theses cover many different topics from many different disciplinary perspectives and focusing on different parts of Europe. I think we've already also seen that in the presentation. Nevertheless, here we go, the jury made a choice and decided unanimously that Lara de Porter is the winner of the award for Best Bachelor Thesis. Lara, can you step up, please? There is a bit more to be said about Lara's thesis. The decision was taken on the basis of the following qualifications, Lara. This thesis has a high sense of urgency, researching how manifestations of decolonization concerning the former Dutch East Indies are visible in the narratives of ethnographic museums in the Netherlands. This thesis eloquently combines theories of heritage with memory studies and contemporary work on whiteness and decolonization. It draws on rich textual and photographic data from museums, such as websites, publications, and texts from audio tours related to the exhibitions. It shows convincingly how 2 main narratives, ethno-nationalist and post-colonial, are employed in exhibitions about the Dutch East Indies in ethnographic museums. While its focus is on the Netherlands, this study has significant implications regarding issues of decolonizing museums outside the Netherlands. Lara, I'd like to hand the prize over to you. We congratulate the laureate, the 6 other nominees, and all students who received today their bachelor degree diploma. But first of all, Lara, we have for you a gift coupon and an amazingly framed certificate, which you can put up anywhere. This is the actual Ton Bevers. You can ask your Laura to have a look, because I'm guessing it's a bit small for you. But here we go. This is your certificate.
Thank you.
There you go. Put it up wherever you're going to live, wherever, whenever. And this is your coupon.
Thank you.
Lara, congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Lara.
Filmpje.
Thank you. Back to Pauke, I guess.
And of course, it's professionally framed by Koen van Eyck Framing Services.